Don't believe everything your spouse says, especially in anger. Proverbs 14:15. The gullible believe anything they're told. The prudent sift and weigh every word. Early in our marriage, Sarah would say in a little girl pouting manner, "You don't love me." This usually caught me off guard, sending me into stonewalling mode, and we would rode the crazy cycle. Finally, I asked her, "Why do you say that?" She replied, "Well, I didn't mean it the way you heard it." That remark puzzled me. "You don't love me" sounded like "you don't love me" to me. It took quite a while for me to really grasp what Sarah meant was, "I'm feeling insecure. Please tell me you love me." We constantly hear from couples who are learning that they can't always take at face value remarks made in haste or in an emotional moment. Such remarks are usually not meant literally as a condemning judgment. Often they are cries for help or understanding. To make it even more complicated, body language and tone of voice play a big part. At times, the gentlest wife can sound shrill and have a look on her face full of contempt. And the most loving husband can have moments when he sounds harsh and the look on his face just seems angry. If we were in perfect control of ourselves, we would keep our cool much better, James 1:19, and not speak foolishly or in haste, Proverbs 20:29. The best of us, however, can get frustrated and upset and blurt out things we don't mean, words we wish we could take back later. That is why it is wise not to necessarily believe everything your spouse says, especially when he or she is angry or frustrated. In many cases, the wife is simply asking for reassurance that her husband loves her. The husband is simply asking for a little more respect. My email inbox is full of messages describing these scenarios. One husband wrote to say that before hearing of love and respect, he and his wife would have recurring meltdowns. Feeling unloved, she would accuse him of never or always doing this or that, and he would respond by doing his best to hurt her back. What he now recognizes as the crazy cycle would happen again and again. Then they attended an L&R conference. If I took one thing from your program, it was a decode. Always remembering that Jackie is a goodwill woman, my partner. Now, and I admit I don't always get it, I hear her pleas for love as a desire to draw near to me, to connect. Inevitably, my loving response, either attempting to understand her or sharing something of my day, results in an extremely affirming message from her. Bingo, he gets it. And a wife writes to share how she decoded. A couple of weeks ago, we had a terrible fight and my husband yelled, "You don't respect me." We kept at it, and he wound up in the basement sobbing in frustration. I finally realized he wasn't judging and condemning me. He really did need something from me that I was not giving him. Bingo again. These examples may sound a bit extreme, but even for more well-adjusted couples, it is easy to come across to each other in an unloving or disrespectful way. I believe today's scripture passage is telling married people not to be gullible, as I was early in our marriage, and take everything they say to each other at face value. Prudently sift and weigh those heated or hasty words. Find out what your mate is really trying to say. It works for Sarah and me, and it can work for you. Ask the Lord to help you decipher the real meaning behind each other's words, especially when one or both of you is upset. Ask Him, too, for guidance in softening your tone and look so you convey to each other what you both so deeply want, the reassurance of love and respect. Be willing to look behind statements like, "You don't love me," or "You don't respect me," or words to that effect. Don't hear these comments as condemning accusations, but as invitations to encourage and reassure. As a mature person, say, "Honey, I really do love you. Forgive me for not showing it as I should." Or, "Please believe I am not trying to be disrespectful. Please forgive me for sounding like it."